That's true.
Who did that for y'all? Did y'all, like, I know that your last record y'all did in Abilene, correct?
That's right, yeah.
And now y'all are living in Austin, so did y'all go back to Abilene, or y'all recording and doing the same stuff with the same guy, or maybe moving on?
We had thought about doing that, and we also looked at a lot of different options here in town. And we ended up going with a guy here in town named Louis Lino, who he's also recorded such bands as Not a Surf and Matt on PA. He actually plays keyboards in Not a Surf occasionally.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that was a great opportunity for us, you know. He's got a great studio here in town, and spent a couple weeks recording.
Very cool. What do you think is the major theme, the ideal, the story you might be trying to tell, or you as a band is trying to tell behind the 20 Ghosts album?
20,000 Ghosts.
That's what I said. Yes.
Well, basically, the name 20,000 Ghosts itself, it came before a lot of those songs were written. We had written a few songs, and Daniel, our guitar player, just kind of threw it out there. And with just kind of the idea that we all have, you know, these 20,000 ghosts personally, whether they're like bad memories or bad things that happened to us, or if they're just things that define us as the person that we are today. And so the whole album kind of took shape along those lines, and it became kind of a very like thoughtful, introspective record as far as lyrically goes. And it just kind of, if you look at it, kind of chronicles like a person's life, and there's a lot of different moments that each song kind of looks at.
Cool.
Yeah. What are your top 5 favorite bands in no particular order? How's it feel? How's it feel being on the other side?
Of what? So, what do you like better? The band you're in, or Goodwill?
Are you talking about the idea of Goodwill or the store Goodwill?
Man. That's a predicament.
It really doesn't even matter. I like my band more than either.
Okay. Yeah, it was kind of a trick question.
So
I was just making
matter.
sure. Yeah, it was a trick question. I'm glad you passed the test, by the way. You passed the test.
Go on.
You know, there's some musicians that I look up to, or bands that I look up to, that I would actually like to know what, you know, maybe their top 5 bands, you know, are. You kind of already talked about your influences earlier with Sunny Day and whatnot, but maybe there is somebody out there that actually cares what you think, and you know, maybe we should, maybe I will meet them one day.
Yeah, I hope we both do.
And and they're like, man, that's cool that you room with Brandon Kinder, and I can let them know, you know, one night you whispered into my ear gently your top 5 favorite bands. So what would those be?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I've been listening to a lot of the new Grizzly Bear record lately. That's seems to have struck a chord with me.
How does Animal Planet feel about that?
How does Animal Planet feel about that? About my liking of grizzly bears?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of men that have been mauled by grizzly bears, and it might hurt their audience.
Well, they don't really. Their demographic is not quite typically the outdoorsman type. So, I mean, I am a huge outdoorsman. Fortunately, I haven't been mauled by a grizzly bear. And hence, I like the new record.
Yeah, I saw you outside one time.
Yeah. And I really like Bon Iver and Fleet Foxes. Right now I tend to be listening to a lot of more folky stuff than I have in the past. I still always really love listening to Jeremy and the things that he's doing. The singer of Sunny Day Real Estate.
Have you heard his solo CD, OK Bear?
I have. I just got it.
Really enjoyed that album.
Yeah. There's some really great songs on there. There's one in particular that, and I mean this as like the best compliment to Mr. Enoch. If you're watching this, Mr. Enoch. There's this one song that the chorus is like so 90s alternative, and I love it.
Yep, he just called. Hello?
Jer Bear.
Hey, J-Dog. Yep, I'll tell him. Yeah, he said he didn't care.
Good.
Cool. Maybe you should have named the Rocketboys Asunder.
Yeah,
Or-
and we can always change our name. We've done it before. We used to be called Homer Hickam and the Rocketboys.
Why does that sound familiar?
Well, I mean, I've known you for a long time.
Oh.
And we've played in bands together when our band was called that.
Oh, okay.
But also, you may have seen the movie October Sky, which is
Brad Pitt.
does
Lovely.
a great job. As also in Chocolat.
Yes.
But yeah,
Ben Reams.
that movie is about Homer Hickam, the real man,
Oh.
and the name was based off of that movie, I suppose. And then-
Follow-up question. Do you like to stroke your beard? In a thoughtful manner.
No.
Do you think the name change maybe put y'all onto a new plateau of life?
I don't think it was the name change inherently. I think that the name change happened when a lot of other things were happening. We changed our name right before we came out with the new record, right before we started going on more tours.
Which 20,000 Goes is actually y'all's breakout, like first
Yeah, it's our first
length.
full length. Yeah.
Full length.
So yeah, I think it's just a culmination of a lot of things.
Was it at that same time that the old drummer Philip was leaving?
He left. Yeah, he left right after we finished recording the record. So he stayed and finished recording all of his parts, which thanks, Philip.
Hey Brandon, thanks for hanging out with me today, talking and stuff. I'm Josh. I play bass. We live together.
I'm Justin, the keyboard player, your roommate.
Cool, man. I'm glad we got to talk today.
Yeah, it was fun. Glad I could share with you.
See you later.
Bye.